Hello everybody, welcome back to Making Rich Rich. It's been a few days since the last video. A lot's happened in and outside of the bot. I'll go into that in a wee bit more detail, but we've got 2 minutes to the next race. I suppose I can get into a wee bit. So the reason for the delay has just been, do you know why they say things happen in threes? Well, it's definitely been the case for me this week. Yeah, just a bit of a nightmare. So the main one that's affected me the most is I've got a new car, had it about 6 months. It was parked up and somebody decided to reverse out without looking and reverse straight out and into the front of my car. So I've been dealing with that for the last 2 days, which has just been a nightmare, but you know, it is what it is. What can you do with these things? And then on Saturday, the bot went crazy. Not the bot itself. I think it was Betfair. I put it in the Discord group about, see what was happening because it wasn't settling any results. So therefore, chaos happened. And as you can see, there we go. We've got on a race at the moment. So I'll go over and we'll hit play on that. And we'll get that ready
Killer
for when it
grade
starts.
is well. Final 20
we'll
seconds to get your bets on here at Toaster Trap 4.
We'll look at the action.
The absentee, 10
So
to 11,
who are we
market
looking
leader
for
is
here?
Trap 3,
2
Savannah
or
Robbie.
6
7 to 2,
for
joint
profit.
second favourites, 1 and
Profit,
2.
profit,
4 to 1, the 5.
profit.
And 10 to 1, Liam Jezebel. Trap 6 is the outsider of the 5 competing. Right, and they are locked.
On trap 5,
loaded.
So 20p
away.
on trap 2.
Here we go then, Flight Wave Toaster. Race number 9, we're set. We're ready. And for this A3 contest, at the home of the Derby, the Star Sports TRC Derby, they're off and racing.
It's nowhere near
and 5 broke well from 3, 1, 2 and 6 as they charge around the
Seems
first couple of bends, and as they do, so it's 3 the inside, Savannah Robbie, challenged by Golden Acre on the outside, further back in the field to Glory Lays, Cool Rush Sharon, and at the back of the field is the 6 Liam Jezebel. The 5 leads the 3, 1 staying on well in third from 2 and 6. It's Golden Acre out in front. Savannah Robbie, the odds on favourite, tries to fight back and far side. The 1 is absolutely flying up towards the line. 1 and 5 may have gone past together with 3, 2 and 6. It's won the inside. Glory Lays.
Right, anyway, enough of that. So what do we look at first? We'll go over the bot first, I think. Let me just get that up. There we go, we're over in the bot. So as I was saying, Saturday, nothing was settling. Sorry, I'm going to just pause this a minute because I can still hear him talking. Saturday, it wouldn't settle. And I think it was maybe because the bot had gone on so many football matches that it wasn't giving results. It wouldn't pass them over. So, for example, if you're on a staking plan, you're needing that the result to settle before it'll move on. Or in some cases, it just kept placing the same bet over and over again. Now, if it's on 1p, it's not the worst in the world, which some of them were. Others weren't. Others were on £2.56, I think it was. And I placed several bets at that price. And, yeah, screwed things up big time. And it was literally just a horrible weekend. I've now paused the football ones, although in profit. I want to look at those because I think it has the potential to just wipe itself out, and because it is random, it could be a good day, it could be a bad day. So I'm going to keep testing them over on my test account, and try and build up some data that way, and then come back and run it live because I want to stick with these when I was using. And it's just impossible. You can't use the football at the weekend. There's just too many. It needs filtered down, so I need to do all that. So I've just, after, I think it was Sunday night, I turned it off. Because Sunday was just awful for the football ones. And we'll go and look at that in a second and show the results. Where do we start? I think it was, we'll go to the back before favourite. It's the 1 minus £45. And I'll explain why, because it's partly my fault as well on that one. If we go in here, Because look at the nice wins it's been getting. Scroll down here, try and find this. I suppose if we look at the date, it's the 22nd, 25th, 27th. I think it was the 27th where it all went Pete Tong. We can find it. Yes, it was 27th. So yeah. Right. So on Saturday, the bets wouldn't settle. They just kept placing the same bet over and over again. So if we go 1, 2, 3, like if you look here, there's loads there at the same price. So I paused them all because it was just going to get out of hand. The next day when I came back to set it up, I should have waited until I seen a win. Okay, this is my fault. I just pushed start at 10:32. If you can see here, now I was already in the middle of a loss sequence, so this could have literally won the last race. And for all I know, well, I do know, and I didn't do nothing about it, that it could go on another long losing run, which is fine if you're starting from the base stake, but I wasn't. So, as you can see, it quickly started ramping up. 256, right up to £5.12, so there was £20 there. Like, and I won all those losses. Now, all I had to do was leave that running, and it maybe would have got there. But that was the last stake, and then I reset back to 1p, and like it's just bad luck. That you know, if I had started this bot 2 races later, I would have been fine. I would have recovered in that last one. It would have been £5. I would say odds of 6, or 5 times 6 was £30 profit. I would have been down some money, about £15 there. No, maybe £10 because we would have got the £5 back, which would have been nice. But unfortunately, Betfair gods and all that, and my own stupidity for not even thinking of checking that, cost me a big loss on that one. So it is back up and running again, because I was happy with it. These ones were the same. They got caught in that dreadful Saturday loop of placing the same bet over and over again. And it was just, it cost me. It wasn't good. So I need to go and look at the stake and plan for these again, and see if there's anything I can do on those. And the 4 to 6, it was just nothing major. It was just that I think it was a bad day, and it wasn't recovering properly. So I decided to stop that as well. And my horse back to win 1 to 5, just absolutely crapped itself on the 27th, 2 days ago. Now I could have left that running, and hopefully it would have recovered, but I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just not bothering with it because I think the issue is, especially in this one, I didn't watch any of the races, so I don't know. I was supposed to get on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the 1 to 5 favourites, as long as the favourite was a minimum odds of 1. So it shouldn't be getting on any of the rest of them, unless. So I'm thinking this wasn't working properly because the favourite maybe wasn't 5th, or odds of 5. Because I'm confused why I didn't get on 5. I don't know how many was in that race, so I have no idea. But to go on that kind of losing run there of so many, where the 1 to 5th favourite in a horse race wasn't even winning. Like, you can maybe get one of them, but it's the first 5 you're imagine. But no, it didn't. So you know what? It's minus £35 in that one. So I'll just take the horses out, and that'll be less in my markets to screw up on. These I will come back and readdress the staking plan on. I'm maybe just gonna take that one out. The problem is with the place odds, they're just so low because this is on 3, 4, and 5. I think it is the place. Obviously, the fifth one could go on a good long run, but the problem is I can't give the place staking plan the same leeway I can with the fifth because the odds are so short to be able to recover. I think if we look at the average odds here, we're getting like it's the lowest. Go this way, no. Like odds of 2.78 on the fifth favorite to place. So you're sort of getting screwed over there a wee bit. So, because I need to go a longer distance on that. So it's maybe just not viable on that one. The other two are working fine, so I'll keep them there. As I say, I'm keeping these. The first and second favorite, as you can see, they're both minus. We'll have a look at that one to see where it was going wrong. Wondering why those odds were all over the place. There you go. So yes, there's one there. I think. See, this is one of the instances where I've got screwed over with the unsettled markets because it placed ADP, it won there, and if I had one unsettled market on, it would have reset straight away once I got the win. But you're missing out in a lot of races, and that's where you could potentially get a longer losing run. But it also just cost me 160, so I meant it was only recovering at ADP on that, which only covers that loss. So I maybe need to look at the staking plan on that a wee bit more, and same in the first. The problem is, as I said in the last video, I wonder if my chart's still there. Do you know, to get up around 12 losses in a row, you're talking £40, starting on 1p stakes, which you can easily do. And I wanted it to spread it out a wee bit more, but I don't know. I'll leave them pause for now, and I'll have a wee look to see if there's another way I can expand it a bit more. The problem is, it's like, say there are loads of short wins, or it goes a long one. Very rarely does it the in between. And I can guarantee the minute I said it, because I remember doing this about a year or two ago, or I maybe said it at, say, if we get that chart back up, or is it? If I set it at 10, so that means if it goes 10 losses every set, you've lost £10. And you would almost be guaranteed that it would have won on the 11th or 12th one, and then you're kicking yourself, oh, if I let that go, it would have been fine. So I'm trying to get, the longest losing run I think was 24, I've said this in a few videos, 24 on the favourite. So trying to get something that would take my staking plan that big, but again, it's the battle with the odds, because you'll end up putting it on and not recover properly, or I'll put on the second bet. So I think I'll just stick to the longer odds because you get better chances there. So the third, fourth, and fifth, although the fourth is minus, but I'm going to blame that on me for not checking. Other than that, I've been going fine. So see if that one can come back. And yes, the football ones, although we're performing quite well, it did sort of screw me over a wee bit on the Sunday. And I'll go over and show you those results now. Okay, get those up for you. So the 26th, that was Saturday. Here's a rundown of the results. Okay, so football was up £20, which was great, even though I think it caused the problem on the software with too many markets being monitored. Speak proper. Too many markets being monitored. No, I can't get it out. Anyway, you know what I mean. It just froze the whole system up. So the Greyhounds were at a loss because of that, and the football was up, and the horse racing was down. Okay, which just overall, I think £2.61 on the Saturday, and then the Sunday, if we go to, well, that's where it all went Pete Tong, because All three strats took a dive. Football one was minus £18. The teams were just scoring like mad. It's one of those things. Greyhound racing, because of my error by going in and not doing that, ended up costing £50. And the horse racing then continued on. Well, that's we losing on of £17.60. What can you do? You can't write it. When I say trouble comes in threes, the software messing up, me messing up the next day, and then something crashed my car that night on a Sunday night. Sunday was not a good night, I can tell you that. I was not a happy bunny in the house. And then Monday's results, so that's the 28th. After I paused everything, £2.35. Pittance, but it was just one of those days where it wasn't really getting any long losing runs. It was kind of losing or winning quite short odds, or not short odds, short runs in the staking plans. Hence, and if we even go for today, let me see. So far, I think if I just refresh that and do for today, we're up £6.44 at the minute, just in those strats that are currently running. So I'll get the VPS up. And that's where we're currently running. It's just these bottom ones here. And I'll just stick with those and probably get the comments coming. And that's fair enough. You can have a go at me because I agree. Stop tinkering and whatnot. But I am doing these things, so maybe you don't have to. There's a lot of people out there who are giving these strategies and saying, oh, it works. And I have not yet. And, I've said this in a few videos. Send me and post the link to their video in the comments if you have one, where somebody has a strategy that they're saying works, and then they've also showed them doing that strategy and how much money they've made doing it. Because I haven't found one. I haven't seen one. So I'd be very intrigued to see that. A lot of other YouTubers and stuff out there saying about these strategies, but I'm here putting it to work and losing money as well. But hopefully I'm doing this so you don't have to, and that's what I'm going with, because I have looked at all these strategies that people talk about finding edges in the market, or say a 2.5 trading video, get in at a certain point and get out, and it doesn't work. There's a YouTube channel I was following, and they says as well, they're not taken into the thought process of randomness of certain. It doesn't matter what a team did before. It doesn't matter, because what happens on the day is completely different, and what happened in the past doesn't influence that at all. But as I've said before, the chances of Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool out of 10 games maybe only is 1 in 10, but it can happen. But the previous results doesn't mean nothing on the future results. So that's why mine are all just purely probability, and that's what I'm working on. And if you don't like it, then these videos aren't for you. That's fair enough. But I'm just here trying to find something that we can get to work. Or if you're wanting to jump in and do these things yourselves, at least you'll have a starting block of where to go, or maybe what not to try, what doesn't work. And sometimes it's only through your mistakes or that you find, right, well, what's working and what doesn't. I find that with my staking plans, because of the data, I'm able to go in and see, right, when has it been losing? What odds? How long is the losing run sort of going? And then I can work out what I want to risk. And that's what it is. It's about working out what you can afford to risk, for one. As you can see, I'm down £300 now, and quite a few of them are my mistakes, to be honest. But I'm confident we'll bring us back round. We're in day 29. I'm almost better starting a new challenge. Starting from the 1st of November, I think, because it's just been a disaster. Started off so well. But that's the nature of the beast. So I know a few people, even in my Discord, were like, oh, are we getting an update? So to those members, I'll tell them in Discord in a minute once I finish recording this, where I've been. I might even add a picture in of my car. But yeah, I think that's that for this video. Again, appreciate any comments. Like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye now.